Shades of Lupus, Tobago, Butterfly Bliss is happening. And this morning on the show, we're speaking to co-founders Akayla Springer and Tinisha C. Cupid about the foundation, the event, and everything else in between. Good morning, ladies, and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, Natasha. Morning.
It's such a pleasure to have both of you on the show. Thank you for joining us. And let's say congratulations immediately on Butterfly Bliss and Shades of Lupus. Akayla, if we could start with you this morning, what inspired the
Sure.
creation of Butterfly Bliss?
So Butterfly Bliss was inspired by Tanisha actually. She and I met a couple months ago by chance. I'm actually a radiographer by profession, and she came into the department for an X-ray, and something on the request just indicated to me that she had lupus. I can't really remember what exactly it was, but I asked her, I was like, "Hi, sorry, excuse, by chance, do you have lupus?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have it too." And we had this long conversation about our symptoms and how, like, we just related to just the disease, somebody understanding. And a couple months later, fast forward, Tanisha happens to reach out, got my number, and she was like, "We have to do something. We have to do something to help the community." So that's basically how Shades of Lupus got started. And of course, being that May is Lupus Awareness Month, we was like, we have to come up with an event to showcase the awareness of lupus, to give support to the community, and just to bring awareness and education to the public. So basically, that's how we started with Shades of Lupus and Butterfly Bliss.
That's a beautiful story. So, I have to ask this question to you now, Tanisha, as well. How did that moment feel for you?
Yeah, well, it just as Akela described it, it was so random. And so there I am, and I'm like, somebody in Tobago know exactly how I'm feeling this morning because I had an excruciating pain in my ankle. I literally got up and I could not walk. And when I got to the X-ray department, and Akela was like lupus, and we related on that level. It really made me feel like I have somebody who could understand this feeling, who could go along with me here and get exactly how I feel. It was a good it was a good feeling.
Yeah, I can see from both of you, you definitely found, of course, that sisterhood in this
Correct.
situation. So let's talk about the support groups or lack thereof in Tobago. Is it that there was a need to fill that gap, and this is why the idea came to life, Tanisha?
Yes. So when it comes to lupus, we have the Voice of Lupus Foundation, Miss Rihanna Harilal, who has been pioneering the voice for lupus warriors throughout Trinidad and Tobago. However, there's only so much you can do when you're based in Trinidad for the Tobagonian who is living, who is battling with this disease. And it was from that perspective, even look at little things like I come to Trinidad for my clinic. You know, a lot of persons might not know that a lot of Tobagonians, we come to Trinidad for our clinic. And so it's simple things like that. The average Tobagonian have that first-hand experience. And being on the island, I would have seen the need for it because you might just have a sprinkle, oh, I have lupus, oh, I have lupus. And you're like, there's a good bit of persons on the island with this disease, and support right here, right at your fingertips, right at your doorstep is something that is needed in Tobago. And that would have been when I realized that that was a pivotal moment for me. And I said, I need to get in touch with Akela. I did not even know Akela's name. I reached out to a colleague and I said, I'm your co-worker, the lupus girl. And it went from there.
It's beautiful to say that you've built such an incredible connection from not knowing one another's names to now being able to put on an event such as this, Butterfly Bliss. Akila, let's bring you back into the conversation this morning. What
Sure.
is the reasoning behind the name Butterfly Bliss?
Okay, the reasoning behind the name lupus is symbolized by the butterfly. So that is basically the reason for the butterfly and bliss. We have to celebrate that we are here, we are thriving, we are lupus warriors, we are surviving, we are doing the most, we are living, we are not silent. So that's we have the bliss of being on earth. So that's the reasoning behind the name Butterfly Bliss.
Absolutely beautiful name as well. Now let's move to the event that's happening on the 18th of May. Tinisha, what can attendees expect from this event?
All right. So you can expect support. So you'll meet people like myself, like Akayla. Look forward to allies. Look forward to health professionals. We have a dermatologist. We also have a dietitian because diet is very important. We have the dynamic Miss Rihanna Harilal, the president of Voice of Lupus Foundation. We also have persons who would come and share, other lupus warriors sharing their experiences. And that is something that, just to put this, I was reaching out to the Tobago business community, and a lot of persons had no idea about lupus. We'll also have a psychologist because it don't just affect you physically, but it affects you mentally as well. So we have a broad cross section of persons that would be at the event, and it is something that persons should attend. Come learn about lupus, meet warriors, and yeah, and we also have some really good food and drinks.
Very important, of course. What about your keynote speakers? Can you share with us who the keynote speakers are going to be at Butterfly Bliss, Tanisha?
Yes. So we have Dr. Ishmael. She is a dermatologist. She would be with us. We also have Miss Carol Daniel. She is a psychologist. She'll be with us as well. And like I would have mentioned, Miss Rihanna Harilal. And we also have a dietitian as
Miss
well.
Winter Roach.
Now, also coming out of this is going to be the launch of the first lupus support group in Tobago, which I know is a very definitive moment for both of you. So, Akayla, coming back to you, what are you looking forward to the most post this launch taking place?
Post launch, I'm looking forward to a community. I'm looking forward to monthly meetings. I'm looking forward to everyone just showing support, some people learning, visibility. I'm looking forward to resourcefulness, people just coming to lend a hand. We actually trying to improve or implement, sorry, a program where lupus warriors can learn a skill just in case they can't handle the 9 to 5, 8 to 4 job, because again, lupus takes a toll on the physical body and also the mental. So if we can learn a skill set and have a chance to earn an income through that skill, then we are trying to implement that and go forward from there.
And Tanisha, what about you? What is one thing that you're looking forward to post the launch of this support group?
Definitely looking forward to community. I love people. So I always look forward to meeting people and helping persons. And that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to. I just want persons to understand that they're not alone in this fight. Yeah, they're not alone. I look forward to being that voice of advocacy on the island and raising awareness, really educating the population, the Tobago population of, listen, you have lupus warriors among you, not to feel sorry for us, but to work with us, to encourage us, and to help others.
That's something that we definitely need to continue the conversation on when it comes to raising awareness, particularly and understanding. But before we get to that, let's go back to the event, Butterfly Bliss, because if I'm not mistaken, there's a dress code and also you have a beautiful venue. So, Tanisha, let's go with you.
All right. So, purple chic. It is semi-formal. Yes, semi-formal. Come looking very cutesy, very demure. Okay. Um, semi-formal, purple if possible. But I must put this in. If you don't have purple, no pressure. Come along. Yes, come along still. And our venue, the beautiful Healing Garden, Mount Pleasant, Tobago at Le Chateau. Yes, so come out, and it is something that you want to look forward to. The time is 6 to 9 p.m., Sunday, 18th of May, 2025.
Akayla, is there a contribution to attend?
Yes, the tickets cost is actually $150. So that covers basically everything at the event: drinks, food, the awareness, the health talks. So you come in and you're enjoying yourself just for a little 150.
Wonderful. And Tinisha, I also saw that there are going to be some artistic performances. Can we know who they are, or is this something you have to come and see?
Come and see.
I really want to hold that close to my chest, but I am going to tell you that the community in Tobago, they have been really supportive thus far. Upon reaching out to them, when I talk about the creatives, I talk about the business people. So I'm keeping that one close to our chest. You have to come to Butterfly Bliss to experience this. But we have entertainment.
Completely understood. And where can we get more information about Butterfly Bliss and about your newfound, well, soon to be newfound support group, Akayla?
Okay, so you can follow us on our social media platforms. It's Shades of Lupus on Facebook and Instagram, Shades of Lupus. And we have a Gmail account, Shades of Lupus Tobago at gmail.com. And you can call our hotline at 773-4SOL. So that's 4 Shades of Lupus 4765.
Okay, wonderful. And ladies, before we close our conversation, I'd love to get the perspective from both of you when it comes to the general understanding of the community of lupus. Do you feel like there is enough awareness, and what can we do to continue to spread awareness and just be there for those lupus warriors? Tinisha, I'll start with you.
Yeah, so we on the island, and I'm speaking because I have been on the ground walking, talking to the business community, interacting with persons. And I'm telling you, a lot of persons, they don't know what is lupus. Yesterday, I spoke with a business owner, and they stopped me right in my tracks. They say, young lady, what is that? And so there is a need. However, when you start talking with them, they're very intrigued by it. Yeah, they want to know more. So there is a need for that groundwork, because when they find out about it, they're inclined, they feel inclined to give. Yes, so what I'm saying is that we definitely need to raise the awareness in Tobago. I'm speaking from the Tobago perspective. We need to get on the ground, talk to Tobagonians and let them know, listen, this is what is happening, and lupus warriors are among you.
Yeah. And Akayla?
Yeah, so basically the same thing as Tanisha. You definitely need to raise awareness. We aren't really privy to the information here in Tobago, or persons are just not aware of what the disease entails and what the experiences are like for a lupus warrior. To improve, or what you can do to help, attend event like Butterfly Bliss. If you attend these events, you'll be able to learn a lot about the disease and how you can help in taking the charge, to supporting, to helping, to growing the community on a whole.
Wonderful. Well, Akayla and Tinisha, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Looking forward to having you back on, because I'm sure you'll be on again soon to speak about the support group and another event. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Shades of Lupus and Tobago Butterfly Bliss is happening. You don't want to miss it. It seems really exciting. Sunday, the 18th of May. That's this Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. I love the fact that they were very open about, just living through this, living with it, being a warrior, surviving.
Yeah,
but
Tinisha said warriors, lupus warriors are amongst you, and that was poor raising.
Yeah,
generally, though, it also demonstrates that need for community in any endeavor, because they found support in each other, and now they're extending that support, and it's beautiful to see. So yeah, I agree with you. Very exciting things. Yeah. Even though I'm not directly impacted as a person with lupus, what I do remember though is the color purple, because interestingly, one of the symptoms is that your skin may be blotchy, and some of the rashes also might look purplish or reddish. And so the color purple definitely holds a different place in my heart this morning. For now, though, we are taking a break, and when we come back, we are continuing conversations in Tobago here on the Now Morning Show.